Hi everyone, I'm Ariel Lim, and this is Ariel Lim Yoga. So you know who I am, you know what we're doing. Thank you for joining me on the mat today for cool down yoga. So today I spent about an hour at the tennis court with my son, and as you can imagine, my body is in need of a good stretch. So maybe you worked out today, maybe you played a sport, maybe you have a physical kind of demanding job where you're on your feet all day and you just need to work through the body, take a few breaths, and stretch it out. So that's what we'll do today. We'll start in a nice, comfortable seated position. Any seated position is just fine. I am in a half lotus, but you can find your shape joining me as we settle into our practice. Our lower body grows nice and heavy as our spine grows nice and long, the top of our head reaching up towards the sky. You can close your eyes here as you rest your palms gently on your knees. We'll take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale gently out of the mouth. We'll take another nice deep full breath through the nose and exhale to let go. Beautiful. You can begin to nod the head yes. Maybe you keep your eyes closed here as we gently stretch the neck, taking your time, exaggerating the stretch. Remembering to breathe, nice gentle inhales and exhales. And then maybe you begin to shake the head no, bringing the chin to the shoulders. Taking your time, there's no rush. We'll come back to center and then we'll bring the right ear to the right shoulder. You can maybe open your eyes here if you'd like. Feeling this gorgeous stretch along the side of the neck and down the arm. Take a nice deep breath and exhale. Let any stress or tension here melt away. On your next inhale, maybe you bring the right hand to the top of the head, letting it rest gently. Take a nice deep full breath here. And exhale to let go. We'll come back through center, shake it off, and then we'll bring the left ear to the left shoulder. And same thing, take a nice deep full breath here. And exhale, letting go. Take another nice deep breath. Maybe bring the left hand to the top of the head, resting it gently. No need to press or pull. Take a full breath. And exhale, letting go. Beautiful. We'll release the hand back down. Take a nice inhale as we reach the arms up towards the sky. And then we'll lower the right hand down and reach up and over with the left for a side body stretch. Taking a moment to inhale, breathing up along the hip crease, the side body, and exhale out through those fingertips. We'll come back up through center, reaching up towards the sky, and we'll take that stretch to the left, reaching up and over with the right fingertips. I can really feel that tennis in my arms right now. This feels great. Take a nice full breath up through the side body, up through the arm, and exhale out of those right fingertips. We'll come back up through center. We'll take a quick twist to the right, bringing our left hand to the right thigh, gazing over the right shoulder. We'll inhale to come back up through center, and then we'll twist to the left. Take a nice deep breath here, gazing over the left shoulder. And exhale to come back through center, and we'll make our way to a tabletop position. We'll bring the hands spread nice and wide with the wrists under the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. And we'll take a nice deep inhale to drop the belly, lift the chin, lift the tailbone for our cow pose. We'll exhale to round the spine, lifting it towards the skies. We press the ground away for cat, moving in and out of our cat and cow at our own pace. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chin for cow. And exhale, rounding the spine for our cat pose. A few more rounds. Really feeling the articulation in our spine as we inhale and exhale. We'll come back through stillness and we'll rise the right arm up towards the sky and exhale to thread the needle, bringing the right shoulder and right ear to the mat. You can reach around with the left hand towards the right hip crease for a bind. Getting that nice gorgeous stretch in the shoulders. This feels so good after working my arms today. Take a nice deep breath here. And exhale. On our next inhale, you can release the bind and press yourself back up to a tabletop position. And then we'll inhale to lift the left arm up towards the sky and thread the needle, bringing the left shoulder and left ear to the mat. Staying here, you can wrap that right arm around, reaching towards the left hip crease. Take a nice full breath here, breathing into those shoulders. Then exhale to let go. Taking another nice full breath here. On our next inhale, you can release the bind if you were in one and press yourself back up to tabletop. We'll bring those big toes to touch. Extend the knees nice and wide and come back for a child's pose. You can reach forward with the hands and bring the chest and the forehead to your mat. Taking a few breaths here in our child's pose. Feeling that nice grounded energy here. Breathing into the low back, into the hips, the shoulders. A nice gentle full body stretch. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll press ourselves back up to a tabletop position, bringing the knees back under the hips, the wrists back under the shoulders. We'll tuck our toes and lift our hips up and back for downward facing dog. Begin to pedal it out here, getting a nice stretch in the back of the legs, in the ankles. When you're ready, we'll bring those big toes to touch. And on an inhale, extend the right leg up and back for three-legged dog. You can bend the knee off for split dog here, stacking the hips. Maybe you take hip circles in one direction. And then reverse direction. Making circles with the knee. We'll inhale to extend the right leg up and back. And then we'll step it through between the hands and rise our arms up for a high lunge. Holding here for a couple breaths. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll begin to pivot our toes so they face the long edge of our mat. I'm sorry, my back is to you here. We're in a nice wide leg stretch. We'll rise the arms up and overhead, and then we'll take a forward fold, bringing the hands to the mat. Maybe you are able to bring your head down to the mat, but no pressure to do so. Taking a couple breaths here. pressing the glutes back so you can get a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Take a nice deep breath here. We'll press ourselves up a little bit, bringing our right hand underneath our nose. And we'll inhale to twist to the left, bringing the left hand to the sky. Feeling a nice stretch in the inner thigh and then the right hip crease. Inhale. And exhale to replace the right hand with the left and reach up with the right. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale to release the hands to the mat, and we'll walk ourselves forward, pivoting our foot forward, stepping forward to the front of the mat, as many steps as you need. And we'll take a forward fold. You can clasp opposite elbows if you'd like, swaying side to side, releasing the low back. And then when you're ready, you can plant the hands and step back to a downward facing dog. Pedaling it out once more. And when you're ready, we'll bring those big toes to touch. Extend the left leg up and back. We'll bend the knee off for split dog and take hip circles in one direction. Then the other. And then we'll inhale to kick that left leg up and back. And step it through, lifting our arms up for a high lunge on the left side. Taking a couple breaths here, keeping that knee over the ankle and that left leg. Staying strong on that right toe. Inhale and exhale. We'll pivot those toes so they're facing the long edge of our mat. Now I am facing you. We'll rise the arms up and overhead. And then we'll take a forward fold. Press those glutes back for more of a stretch in the hamstrings. Holding here for one more breath. And then we'll press ourselves up, bringing the right hand underneath the nose and lifting up with the left, getting that stretch, that twist. Once again, inhale and exhale to replace the right hand with the left, and we'll stretch, reaching up with the right fingertips. Beautiful twist here. Inhale and exhale to forward fold. Beautiful. We'll walk our hands back to the top of our mat, framing that front foot, and we'll step up for a forward fold. You can clasp opposite elbows once again if you'd like. Swaying side to side. Beautiful. We'll release the hands to the mat and slowly roll ourselves up to standing, one vertebra at a time. We'll reach the arms up and overhead for a nice full body stretch. And then we'll grab the left wrist with the right hand and pull it over for a side body stretch here. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale, we'll come back through center. We'll grab the right wrist with the left hand and reach over towards the left for another side body stretch. Inhale and exhale, we'll come back through center and take a swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold, and then we'll step back to a plank position. You can come to your knees if you need to. And then we'll bring our left foot towards our right wrist and our knee towards the left wrist for a pigeon posture. If pigeon is not good for you, you can come to a seated posture, bringing the right leg out and doing a figure four. But if you're in pigeon, you can sit up nice and tall, bringing the top of that right foot to the mat. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale, maybe you come down to the forearms. Holding here for a few breaths, getting a nice hip stretch. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath. And use your exhale to press yourself back up, and we'll step back to our plank position. We'll take it to the other side, bringing our right knee to the right wrist and our left foot to the right ankle. Pressing the top of the left foot into our mat. We'll sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Let it go. Take another nice deep breath. And then you can come down to the forearms. This is one of my favorite stretches to do, especially if I've been doing lower body workouts. It's a great hip release. Taking another couple breaths here. Beautiful. We'll press ourselves back up, and then we'll roll into that right hip and swing the legs around. Sitting up nice and tall. You can have a bend in the knee if you'd like. And we'll reach the arms up and overhead. And exhale for a forward fold. As we breathe here, maybe you begin to straighten those legs. And using your biceps, you can pull yourself closer towards your legs with your chest. Really feeling that stretch in the hamstrings and in the low back. Take a nice deep full breath here. And exhale, letting go. Another nice deep breath as we roll up to seated. And then we'll bring the soles of those feet together for our Baddha Konasana. Maybe here you do little butterfly motions. Great hip opener. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale to find stillness in your Baddha Konasana. And then we'll press ourselves forward, pressing the elbows into the thighs. Holding here for just a breath. And exhale to come back up. I'll turn to face you. We'll find ourselves in a nice seated position once again. We'll roll those shoulders back away from the ears. Sit up nice and tall. You can close your eyes. We'll take just a couple grounding breaths here, taking a nice breath through the nose. And exhale out of the mouth. Take another nice deep breath through the nose. And exhale, releasing, letting go. We'll take a nice inhale, rising the arms up and overhead, the palms meet, and we'll exhale those hands to heart center. Taking a moment here to scan our bodies, noticing our energy and how we feel. I'm feeling so much more rested and not so tense now that we've worked through most of our body and our stretches today. It's a nice little gentle flow. You can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me on the mat today for our cool down yoga. I hope you are feeling cool down. I hope you are ready to take on the rest of your day. And as always, from my heart to yours.